Yeah, okay. 2 days, 13 hours. I can do this. What do I need? Projectiles, an animal, a narrative. I reckon we can do it. Let's see. As long as nothing goes wrong. As, as long as as long as nothing as long as nothing goes wrong. That's not meant to happen.
Now all you gotta do when you jam to this song is press space to start the game.
Glorpo? You in there?
Round 2 is over, and oh boy, things are really heating up. I can safely say that GDKO 2025 is the toughest GDKO yet. The quality of the games submitted to round 2 are all worthy of a top 5 spot. Yet, here we are, only at round 2, and that means mercilessly cutting around half of these gems from the competition. I wouldn't want to be the one picking, and thankfully I'm not. You guys have had your say, so let's take a look at which entries you've all considered among your top 10. The task for round 2 was to create a game with an engaging narrative. Alongside this, based on the results from the very ambiguous vote from round 1, you'll also need to include projectiles and at least one animal that was not the main character, but crucial to the story. A tough brief, but like always, you guys have knocked it out of the park. After a 31st place finish in round 1, Pyrotechnical has upped his game with this first-person dungeon crawler. Journey through dank and eerie chambers in a search for a way out. Save a crow to help you progress through puzzles. Use a sword and bow and arrow to battle skeletons, and oh, try not to fall in the water. It looks a bit gross. GDKO 2023 winner Simon CB climbs into the top 10 after placing 16th in round 1. Journey to see your dying dog one last time before he dies. Throw a ball as a projectile and talk to lost souls along the way. The further you get to the end, the more you'll discover about this strange place you're travelling through. Remaining firmly in the top 10 is Nitramiers, following on from his round 1 entry, Project Spackle. Nitramiers brings us a game about getting off your PC and going outside to play with the animals. The game quickly turns into a top-down shooter where you have to throw rocks at predators, trying to feast on your flock. Just make sure you don't run out of rocks. Mess jumps from 46th to 7th with his game 10 Robots. Simply kill 10 robots to avenge your dead professor's death. After all, weren't you partly responsible? Rotate the gun that fires a stream of projectiles in this puzzle game where you play as the professor's dog. Just be careful not to find yourself in the firing line. From 40th to 6th depicts the journey of Joseph Valls. Make Way for Turbo Ducklings is a cute story about a single dad, Duck Rubber Duck, who loses his 8 baby ducklings. Voyage out, dodging rubber rings and other obstacles to bring them home safe. Mingerton finds themselves among the top tiers in round 2 after their game Descartes' Animal Machine moves them up 32 places to 5th. Players Descartes in this maths/story adventure where solving puzzles and launching ducks will help you destroy the people you've concluded to be stupid and therefore zombies. Feature Creep jumps from 33rd to 4th with an arcade-style shoot-'em-up about battling a virus plaguing your beloved pet from the inside. Battle the virus using your tank, ailing your sick dog. Level up to pick weapon upgrades and destroy the bugs bouncing around the level. Although there were no questions on art style, this game is beautifully made with stunning and juicy visuals, an absolute joy to play and a deserved place in the top 10. Teen Game solidifies his status as a top 10 contender by moving from a 7th place finish in round 1 to 3rd, with a game about culling rabbits. Your task is to kill 5 rabbits per night using your journal to identify who the next target should be. Uncover an eerie story along the way with rabbits turning into monsters and dropping strange items. Perhaps there were no rabbits after all. After a 49th place finish in round 1, with Mean Mia Fury Rail, Frib bursts into the top 3 with Fetch, an emotional game about a puppy growing up. Play Fetch, watch your puppy grow, and eventually see him pass on. A very moving story that'll have you fighting back with tears. The artwork is simple and the dog is super cute. You'll really find it hard not to get attached. Let's all thank Frib for punching us in the feels on that one. Top seed Dev Pirates jumps into pole position from a 20th place finish in round 1 with a Game Boy style prequel to his GDKO 2024 entry, Crunkle's Sideshow. Your dad has a secret meeting in the forest and you're told it's too dangerous to go. So what do? Go anyway. Shoot projectiles at enemies and targets and make a new friend along the way. Really well done and a great story that sets up a great opportunity to develop the idea further in future rounds. So now in both round 1 and round 2, a top seed has taken the top spot, proving why they're a force to be reckoned with. Some new contenders are emerging, and on the flip side, some of you are lurking in the mid-ranked places, poised to make a run for the top over the coming rounds. Those lurking, however, better be lurking higher than 31st to avoid elimination. Elimination this round is 50% of the submitted games, the bottom 25% are out, and we'll take a look at those devs shortly, and the games ranked between 50 and 75% of the community vote will be eligible for a wildcard. If chosen as a wildcard by either of our judges, they will continue in the competition. So without further ado, here are the bottom 15 games that will be leaving the competition. Escape from Earth by Kirito J22, Endless Charge by Afuwan, Lava Leap by Drillmont TV, Billy World version 1.1 by Proud Danny, Duck and Gun by Semon Game, The Lunar Crucible by Cloud10, Blade of Reversal Round 2 by Benim, Unfinished Project with Duck by Dastic, What Genre Is This Game by Blue Sky 5114, The Law of Distribution Round 2, Round 1's wildcard pick Max, Piggy's Elements by Dadaft, World of Mon by Marduk Stone, Maverick and You by Sovereign Bagel, Shapesweeper Round 2 by Patrick Homola, and finally Freedom Frogs by Creative Liberties. Sadly, it's time to say goodbye to these guys, but hey, there's always next year. Congratulations, if your name wasn't called, you still have a chance to progress to round 3. The next 15 devs rank highly enough to qualify for a wildcard pick, but not high enough to qualify for round 3. Only 2 of the following devs will be progressing to round 3. A Girl and Her Dog by Mag, Bug Blasters by Octopus Rex, Gekkonen by Multidude, Meg by Aaron the Goofy, Doomish by Magical MC Boss, Stupid Valentine's Day by Mocha4 Coding, Bug Fixing by Sea Tiger, Alien Shill Guy Journey by Totti, Life of the Party Round 2 by Lost 22 Cats, Monster Block GDKO Round 2, another Round 1 wildcard pick by Rodrigo Roca, Glorpo's Parakeet by Goatsblob, Jump Cat by Teaserboo, Ruler Boola by Jonks, The Invisible Ringmaster by Crafter, and finally, Hold My Wand GDKO Round 2 by Foozle. Sadly, only 2 will stay, and picking from this impossible lineup will be guest judge Atticlux and replacement GDKO judge Marlin. Sadly, Sleeping Panda had to drop out, but thankfully GDKO 2022 judge Marlin is back to save the day. Anticlux is a game developer with a YouTube, X and itch.io account. He's made some great games including Personal Finance Evolution, Extreme Diarrhea and The Snowman Economy. Anticlux was also the host of the very first game jam I participated in. I didn't win the community vote, but my game was considered the host's favourite pick. Watching Anticlux play and review my game was a huge catalyst to get me started with my own YouTube channel, but enough about that, let's hand over to the man himself, along with his cool AI voice to pick the first wildcard.
I found myself drawn to this game because it captures something wonderfully unique, a blend of endearing charm and a solid skill-based foundation. The adorable cat brought a smile to my face, and it's clear the developer has a creative spark that's worth celebrating. While it's not fully polished yet, I see promise here. It's the kind of project that feels like a labor of love with room to grow. I chose it because it embodies the spirit of a game jam, bold ideas, heart and potential, waiting to bloom with a bit more nurturing. Great work.
Marlin was a judge at the very first GDKO back in 2022, and thankfully has stepped in at short notice again to pick up another wildcard. Marlin has a fantastic resource of Construct 3 tutorials on his YouTube channel, many of which helped me when I was starting out with the software. If you're a Construct 3 user, I definitely recommend checking it out.
Hey, what's up everybody? Marlon here. I have been tasked with choosing one entry to spare from elimination. I've narrowed my choices down to a pool of 5, and here they are. Coming in at number 5 on this list, Alien Chill Guy Journey by Toddy. A very fun game and quite challenging, but the narrative criteria didn't stack up to the others on my list. And coming in at 4 is Stupid Valentine's Day by Mocha for Coding. A very cute and relatable story. The dog and the projectile mechanic are very creative. In at number 3 on this list, Hold My Wand by Foozle. An interesting storyline and a defined theme throughout the project. Perhaps a little ambitious on the scale, but the promising gameplay kept me upgrading and trying again. And coming in at number 2 on this list is Gekkonen by Multidude. I love the artwork and the implementation of the story throughout the game. The shoot 'em up part fit the flow of the game as well. Really good job on this one. And that brings us to the final entry on this list, and the game that I have chosen to spare with a wild card. That game is A Girl and Her Dog by Mag. Sometimes a simple narrative is the right amount. The projectile mechanic has multiple uses to help you solve puzzles and get through the world, and you can't go wrong with having dogs in your game. This entry checked all the boxes for me. I'm a little surprised this one didn't rank higher initially. I did get stuck and had to start over at one point, but most bugs in Game Jam games have never bothered me. So there it is. A Girl and Her Dog is my wildcard pick for this round of GDKO. I really enjoy playing everyone's games. Big thanks to Xanderwood for hosting the tournament that brings all of us this great creativity. And good luck to all those moving on to the next round.
Well, there we go. Well done to A Girl and Her Dog by Mag and Jump Cat by Teaserboo for making it through. You've been given another chance in the competition and an opportunity to participate in perhaps the cruelest round of GDKO. Did I say cruelest? I meant coolest, the Classic Recreate. As you know, instead of a task, the Classic Recreate round will test your ability to recreate a golden oldie from the video game archives. You don't have to make a true original version, as in previous years devs have done well to get creative. That said, you can, if you choose, make a like-for-like remake with perhaps a ton more juice and some extra features. It's really up to you. Just focus on the judging criteria and you'll be okay. This year, the game I want you to remake is Gain Ground. In Gain Ground, players control one of a set of characters at a time, each with different weapons. To beat a level, players must reach the exit point with at least one character, or destroy all enemies on the level before time runs out. There are captive characters littered across all levels which can be rescued by walking over them, escorting the control character to the exit point. If a player control character is killed, that character turns into a captive, except that they will disappear if the next active player control character dies, exits the level without them, or the player has no characters left in their party. The game is over when all control characters in the party are killed, without any reaching the exit. In round 3, we won't be eliminating the bottom 50%, but we will be eliminating around 50% of the remaining devs. Round 3's elimination will be dev versus dev. After the submission period, each dev that manages to submit a game to the round will be randomly paired against another dev, with the exception of the top seeds who will avoid pairing each other. You won't find out who you're paired against, however, until after the round results are made live. All you have to do to progress is rank higher than the dev you've been paired against. The top 2 or 3 devs will qualify automatically based on whether the submitted games total is odd or even, and everyone else is in for a nail-biting ride. Well, that's all there is to say. Remember, the winner of the next round will win the right to pick next year's Classic Recreate game alongside the other round prizes. The current highest ranked game made using Construct 3 is Biotank by Feature Creep, but anything could happen as we move into round 3. Congratulations to those still left in the competition. 7 top seeds are still bidding for a place in the final 5. How many will make it? Only time will tell. You have until March 14th to submit your game. Please check the itch page for the exact time, as there will be no late submissions. Congratulations again to top seed Dev Pirates. DM me in the Discord for your Ace Point download key and $25 of Game Dev Market Store credits. Links to join round 3 will be in the Discord, sent via itch email, and in the comments of this video. Please only join if you made the cut. Other than that, I'll see you back here in around a month to see who will be progressing to the semi-finals.